quick response to Nurselarelle's stick pin challenge. For the challenge, Nurselarelle wanted us to make 3 stick pins and talk about or show how you make them and put a video up about them. So here's a couple that I created, actually more than a couple. Since I found out about this challenge, I've been sort of on a stick pin craze and having a lot of fun with making them. So let me tell you just quickly how I put them together, and I'll show you a close-up of them at the end. One of the really cool things that I liked about making these is that I did not go out and buy anything at all. I just used what I had to make the pins, and that was really great because that kind of got me into my stash. And I realized how many little baubles and beads that I've been collecting over the years that I really haven't used for anything. And so it was fun to just kind of play with them and try to configure how they would look on the pins and create pins with them. And I actually am using the pins in my crafts, which is really neat too. So here's some of the ones that I created. And again, this is just using all beads from my stash. And one really cool thing that I also used are beads and stuff from broken jewelry that my daughter had given me, or that I just had up in my jewelry box for a long time. And it's, you know, jewelry that I wouldn't want to wear anymore so much, but I still can appreciate the colors and the fun beads. So I use them for the stick pins too, and I love that. I like being able to reuse and recycle. So that was fun. So this is the kind of pin that I used for this project. I didn't have any other pins that were long enough, and I did actually have some of these. They're called corsage pins that I bought years and years ago, I think probably at Michael's, and it was the right length for me, and it has a little pearl on the end, and all of the pearls that came in this package were the same color. It's kind of like a yellowy colored pearl, so that worked for some of the stick pins that I made, and then some of them I really didn't care for that color, so I tried to alter it a little bit. So let me tell you how I did that. Okay, in this little package here that I put together, there's 3 stick pins, and the top used to be that yellowy pearl. In each case I altered it, and in this, with each one of these I actually used nail polish. You know, I don't know about you guys, but I have a nail polish obsession, and I have tons and tons of colors. Some of them are getting kind of older now and I'm not wearing them as much, and you know, some of them I wear regularly. For example, this one is from a new nail polish color, and I just thought that would be really cool. Let me try dipping that stick pin in there and see if I can alter the pearl at all. And I did, and it came out pretty neat. And this pinkish one did too. It's like a pearly pink. And this is like a black with a little bit of silver. So that's how I altered the top of this stick pin. And I didn't put anything over. Like, I think if you really wanted to protect it or make it shiny, that you should probably follow up by putting maybe some glossy accents or something like that on top of your color once you've created it. But I didn't do that. I just left it as is, and it seemed to work okay. And here's the pin. It's actually got a polymer clay rose that I made a long time ago, and again, it was just in my stash. I hadn't been using it for any crafts. I don't think I was particularly happy with the shape of the rose at the time, but I thought, you know, it would be like kind of a cool thing to put on the stick pin. So I did that, and I used glossy accents as I went along. So I would slide a bead on, put a little glossy accent, slide my other bead, which sounds like what a lot of you guys have been doing. And I didn't have any problems with that. The glossy accent seemed to really keep it secure and dries clear, which is great because I was a little worried about that. I had some globs of glossy accents as I went along because I was worried about them not sticking, and they pretty much dried clear so that you couldn't really see that. So in this case I used little really pretty accent beads that I had in my stash and a clay pearl that I made. Okay, so once I had everything glued and to my liking, I used this little styrofoam cone thing I got in the floral section of Michael's. And I just would take, ooh, sorry for moving around like this. As always, I don't have my tripod. I would push the stick pin so that it was not upside down but at least sideways, and push it all the way into the foam so that it was secure, and leave it to dry overnight. And then in the morning just slide it out. It's all dry and ready to go, and that worked fine. The only thing that would sometimes happen when I used the styrofoam was that sometimes like a little piece of the styrofoam would stay on the bottom, which actually kind of looked sparkly like a little snow, but I'm trying to get them, I don't know, that's probably stretching it a little bit, but anyhow, I would try to just pick the styrofoam off and everything is secure. So far I haven't had any problems with the beads slipping. Glossy accent seems to do the job. So, I mean, I guess I stayed kind of simple with my designs, you know, just trying to use the beads and a little bit of sparkle on a lot of them with the accents. Here's one sort of, you know, Valentine's Day-ish, I guess, because it's got the red tones, but for the most part I stayed with blues and kind of neutral tones, a little shabby chic. Here was one where I actually used a, I don't know if this seems like kind of blurry, but I used a paper flower from, it was just like one of the cheaper flowers that you can get at Michael's. By Treasures, Shabby Chic Treasures. I like these little paper flowers, the paper rosebuds, and I topped it with a rosebud. I just put the pin right through the middle and then used beads and Swarovski crystal for the rest of the pin, and I thought that one came out kind of cool too. And here's one made literally from the beads of a pair of earrings that were broken from the 80s. So that one was kind of cool. There's some little tiny beads here, and this big bead is like a bluish color, bluish green, and I dipped the pearl in paint this time. I didn't use nail polish for this one. I actually dipped it in acrylic paint, and that worked pretty good too. So it wasn't required, at least Nurselarelle didn't say that it was a requirement that we had to mail out any pins to her, but I did put this little tag together with 3 pins that I thought that she might like. This one's got some pink in, and I know she likes pink, so I'm going to go ahead and send this out to you, Nurselarelle, and I want to thank you for getting the idea of creating stick pins in my mind, because I can't stop now. I'm looking at all kinds of beads and thinking how they might make like really cool stick pins. So thanks so much for doing the challenge, and I'm going to get this out to you. And then I had another altered tag, and I just wanted to throw this in. You know, like I said before, I've had a YouTube channel for a long time, but I did not start making videos until Nurselarelle's challenge, It's All About You. And now I'm kind of getting into it, although this video is probably terrible. I don't know, I'm sorry for the blurriness and the moving around. But anyhow, I wanted to just put it out there that if you're watching this video, if you took the time to watch it, I want to thank you very much. And if you would like to, I'd like to mail out a little thank you token of my appreciation. I'm trying to get subscribers, so all I ask is that you please subscribe to my channel and leave a little comment below. And I don't know how many responses I'll get or how many new subscribers I'll get, but if you just comment about the stick pin video and subscribe to my channel, I'll toss the names, or maybe if I just get one, I'll just mail it out to the one person, but I'll put your names in a hat, draw one, and I will send out this little altered tag with 3 stick pins to you. So thanks a lot for watching my channel and for hopefully subscribing, and I hope everybody has a great day. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.
It's not very nice. I'm trying to make a video. Are you saying hello? Say hello to everybody.